I must give the British people a very simple instruction. You must stay at home.
Using a satin fabric creates puckering.
Honey, let this cookie crumble.
Hello.
Hi, good evening.
Welcome to our Gigglebox.
Number 2.
Yeah, let's hope that we have people here and that you can hear us. We had some kind of technical difficulties with our sound, so let us know immediately if you can hear us talking. As soon as you hear our voices, let us know so we can get going, because we don't want to get going if you can't hear us.
It says grommets between me and Jamie and you getting in the way.
Yeah, so let us know. We are live on, again, we're live on Facebook. You can hear us. Yay! We're live on Facebook. We are live on YouTube. Good to see you all. Let's have a look who's in the room. We've got Joe Jarvis. Hello. Simon O'Farrell. Nice to see you. Rachel
Ian
Saunders.
Allardyce. Hello.
Cole Taylor. Dorcas Garlick. Your favourite.
Oh,
Sue
Sue Neil's
Neal.
back in the room, my darling.
Andrew Orme, Karen Williams, Nicholas Campbell, Jenny Staples, Marcia Maudsley, Sue Neal. Again, all of you are more than welcome here. No one in YouTube.
We've just gone online on YouTube though, so it could take a while.
So fingers crossed we are live on YouTube at the same time. But it's good to see you all. Good
Thanks
to have
for
you
coming
here.
round.
Yeah, thanks for popping round. We were just saying, hi, Sandra Brown. Hello.
You're the first one in, my love. Hello, Sandra Brown.
First one on YouTube. We were just saying, because both of us have put our smellies on tonight, and I think, it feels like we're going out. It feels like we're going out for an evening with really good friends. So we're chuffed to spend this time with you. Andy McDonald can hear us loud and clear, guys, and we make you laugh. It keeps saying video interrupted. I don't know. I don't know if it's doing that for everyone. If you're getting video interrupted, let us know. It could be Andy, it could be your connection.
Might be just you.
Yeah, maybe switch to YouTube, see what it's like over there.
Papa Maudsley's in.
Yeah, my mum and dad are here. Hello.
Hello, hello, hello.
Good to have people here.
Cole Taylor just said he can smell Charlie in Impulse. How did you know?
You're smelling my Charlie.
And I've got a bit of roll on mum on.
People are fine. Alison Davis' video was buffering, but her laptop is old and rubbish. So it could...
Just like we were 5 minutes ago, buffering up.
Yeah, so Andy, it might be just your connection, because, a lot of video takes up a lot of bandwidth. I don't know. My dad's here. He's the computer expert. Let's get him to answer it. Scott Robinson, yoo-hoo, on YouTube, welcome. So we're going to be discussing this week's telly. Ian Allardyce, he's saying we've got denim for men who don't have to try too hard.
Well, that was last week. Next week's high karate.
Jason Darcy is a virgin to the Gigglebox. Jason,
hello, Jason, love.
We're practically virgins to Gigglebox as well. So
Yeah,
this was our idea.
New.
This is new. It kind of relies on you guys. If you want us to keep doing it, we're going to keep doing it. But, would you see how many people turn up and how it goes down? We have a lot of fun putting it together. But, yeah, we want it to be good for you guys.
Some of it's planned and some of it's just off the cuff.
We are going to... So you're going to talk to us about TV programmes that we've all been watching this week. There might be some spoilers. So Bake Off, we might mention who won the weeks. We might mention who left. Strictly, we're going to talk about...
Well, no one's left, so we can't give that away.
Not on Strictly. No, so Strictly you can hang out for. And Drag Race, we're going to have a talk about as well. So any of that, if you've watched it, We'll have a little chat about that. We won't get... Scott Robinson says, at least we're not going to get repeats.
No.
And wants to know the Christmas schedule. I don't know what we're going to do for Christmas. We did loads of Christmas
We did loads
stuff.
last year, but it didn't really take off, did it? I think people were just in their homes enjoying themselves rather than being on YouTube and Facebook.
Well, everyone got like the Boris bonus to kind of go out and enjoy yourselves over
With
Christmas.
your family.
So no one watched... one was
nobody
on
watched
socials.
it.
No one watched our Christmas things.
Apart from us.
Everyone just went round and did super spreader events, so we all got locked down again. Cole Taylor says, big thanks for the sons and daughters video, guys. Defo worth the
we had
wait.
so much fun doing that.
Big fan of it. Loved the attention to detail. Thank you. We enjoyed putting it together. Lynn Bradshaw says, love you. Then she says, love you, love you, love you.
We love you too, Lynn Bradshaw.
Nicholas Campbell says, drag race. My son is in the kitchen eating a biscuit. What was that? That's
Yeah, Sharon.
That's Sharon Watts, isn't it? A little Sharon Watts line there.
Hello, Diamond Trinket. Popping in on YouTube.
Sue Neal wants to know what I'm drinking. Sue, I'll get really giddy and drunk quite quickly.
So what do you think it is? It's a sort of nice, sort of rose-coloured, cloudy drink. Could it be raspberry lemonade? Could be a little cocktail. So what is it, Jamie?
It's rhubarb and custard cider. So it tastes like pop. So I'm going to drink it quickly.
And pudding.
Scott Robinson thinks it might be Wincarnus.
We'll have that at Christmas.
Hi, Sarah Simpson. Joe Lombardelli. I get confused saying your name. A Killing Eve tribute. Yeah, we've thought about Killing Eve. Dorcas thinks I'm drinking Barocca. I will be drinking Barocca.
I love that name,
on.
actually. Joe, it's like Italian.
Joe
Soso Lombardelli. We've got to go and see Joe Soso Lombardelli.
When we got Peggy, who's around... Oh, no, she's not.
No, she's
She's
gone.
in the room.
Oh, she's washing herself in a corner.
Her nickname is in Detective Paganelli of the NYPD. It's not really a catchy nickname, but we like giving her it.
Good evening, Margaret Illingworth and Diamond Trinket. Diamond Trinket thinks she's drinking Tizer.
No, so rhubarb and custard cider. Fanta fruit twist. All great suggestions.
But it's got booze in it.
People are giving us suggestions for TV shows we should do as well. Bottom, Richie and Eddie, Dr. Foster, Killing Eve, all really good suggestions. But we're here to talk about this week's telly. Now, it's not just us talking about this week's telly. We are joined by some of our friends, and we're joined by all you friends, but we're also joined by some of your favourite characters. So, Sherry and Brandy, who you will recognise as
They've been around for a while.
They've been around for a while. They're our phone room girls. They will be dipping in and giving some of their thoughts. We also have two new Giggleboxers. They are called Gifford and Clive. They will be sharing some of their thoughts. And
we've got those
we,
ladies, those two ladies.
Yeah, our two ladies, Bridget and Maureen, who are our keyboard warriors.
Whinge and block it.
Whinge and block it.
Yeah.
You might remember they typed rude comments about us on Facebook.
About iSynth.
So we reclaimed them and we have made them our own little characters. So let's hand over to those girls first. And let's find out what they have been up to this week.
Do you want to hear my news?
Yes, I'm all ears, open.
I've written to that Dragon's Den.
Have you?
Yeah. Something you said last week, a word you said to me, it's inspired me for a new product.
Well, let's see if I'm in.
Well, you know everybody likes a pasty,
Yes.
and everyone likes a quiche.
Oh, yes.
Well, I think you could combine the flavours of a pasty and a quiche and call it a pastiche. Do you remember you said that word last week to me?
It was a pastiche.
Yeah. I think it's going to be it. What do you think it'll do?
So it's a quiche wrapped in pastry?
No, it's a quiche with the flavours of pasty in it. Pastiche.
An idea.
Well, there we are. Lovely ideas from the ladies. Would you be interested in investing in Maureen's pastiche
In her
invention? Yeah, Whinge and Blocker. It's a great name. Well done, Alan, thinking of that.
Off the cuff.
Well, what have we got coming in?
That's what.
Which right side are you going to read?
This side. Oh, Monkty's in. Evening Monkty. Joe Blogs. Can you do Anne Widdecombe impression? Moaning. A premium pastry product.
Alan did an Anne Widdecombe impression in one of our videos.
Stop laughing.
Oh, in one of the blankety blank videos. No, the weakest link video, Anne Widdecombe pops up. Yeah, here's Cole Taylor. Well spotted. The picture on Maureen and Bridget's wall is indeed a Prison Cell Block H montage. Yeah, Alan is a spit for Les Dawson. Joe So Lombardelli.
Hey, Joe So Lombardelli.
He says you're remind him of Les Dawson. Evening, Sean Millard. Thank you for joining us. Karen Mackey wants to know pastiche. Is it on trolley?
Yeah.
Is it on trolley?
Savoury.
Yeah, so we're going to talk about telly with you. Oh, the dog is whinging at the door.
She's
for some
okay. She's
reason.
Come on, Pepper.
I think let us start with the weekend. So we're going to start with Strictly. Good evening from South Africa, Jean-Pierre Botha. Wow, welcome. I don't know what time it would be for you. I think it might be a similar time.
A couple of
sort of
hours,
early
3
evening.
hours ahead.
Strictly, did you watch it? What did you think? Did you enjoy it? I thought it was one of the best kind of first shows that Strictly has had for ages because everyone was kind of good, but not too good. So you don't get, the feeling that, okay, that guy's going to romp home and win it all. So they were all good, but they've all got way to go.
It's
That's
like
what I thought.
the first week at school, isn't it?
Yeah.
Everybody's like paying attention and doing the homework, and they've all got nice clothes on, and no one's scuffed their shoes yet.
Who'd be the school squat out of that bunch?
SWAT.
Yeah.
Must be the Dragon's Den woman.
Dragon's Den. No, I don't think so. I think she'd be a bit of a laugh, Dragon's Den. Greg Wise might be a bit...
He'd be straight to the theatre club, wouldn't he?
Yeah,
Setting
straight
that
in the
up.
theatre club, like getting in all the plays.
Yeah.
Robert Webb would be kind of that gawky, weird kid that you don't want to hang out with, maybe.
Oh, I'd hang out with him.
No, but at school he might be a bit weird. Yeah, Robert Webb is good. Alison Webb says, Robert Webb is good. I hope he lasts a few weeks. I hope he lasts more than a few weeks. I think he's a great dancer. I just worry that he's going to fall into that kind of clown bracket and they're going to give him the silly dances to do.
Yeah, you'll have to sort of home that in a bit, won't you? Because
because he's better than that. And that's it. Like Bill Bailey didn't do that last year. I think everyone thought he was going to fall into that kind of clown bracket. He didn't, which surprised us all. Went on to win it. Yeah, 'cause it was camper than ever, wasn't it, Jason? Jason Darcy says Strictly was amazing, camper than ever. Didn't watch it. Not watched it this year. Haven't fancied it for a couple of years, Rain Simmons. I'm sorry to hear that because we're going to be watching it and talking about it. But at least you can hear and join in.
he wants to get you into it.
Yeah, there's male on male dancing, which is really interesting and good and enlightening, and it made me feel good. I just felt good watching it. Not in I just felt like about time. Good. It's they're not snogging each other on the dance floor. They're just dancing. But it's good for people like us when we were little boys to see a couple of men together dancing on telly. It just makes you feel a little bit more normal. Karen Mackey must be getting old. Every series I recognise fewer of the celebrities. Yeah, the pros are better known than their partners. We agree.
Yeah. We've got Ellen Meadows has arrived and Helen Davidson Thompson's just popped into the YouTube group.
Hello, lovelies. Yeah, the tango was brilliant. I loved it. They should snog on telly. Well, I wonder if they'll have to do a rumba. Because the rumba's like the sexy dance of love, isn't it?
Yeah, well,
They make them do it.
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Well, tango, you get away with that push-pull kind of... It can be
But that's
quite
all about
much
sex, isn't it? Tango.
Is it?
Isn't it about sex?
I think the Argentine tango's a little bit more about sex.
Oh, right.
Monkty says AJ and Adam started amazingly. Yeah, that was one of your favourites.
Oh,
wasn't
she
it?
was amazing, wasn't she? She just, she sort of said she couldn't dance, and she can. Amazing.
I watch Strictly. I love Strictly. You're not a huge
I'm new
fan,
to
are
it.
you?
Yeah, I'm new to it. I used to watch it years ago, but then because it seemed to be on for 8 years, it was just too much. But I've got into it recently, but I'm enjoying it. Yeah.
Doing Gigglebox is like my way of getting Alan to watch Strictly. It's my cheeky way of getting him to get addicted to it like I am. But you know, it can take over your lives because it's like 4 hours of a weekend or something. Tracy Ann Cannon says, I hope the Strictly contestants are being prodded and tested for COVID.
Oh, so the aren't they?
Yeah, 2 of them are off with COVID now. Tom, so the guy with the glasses in the picture, Tom from McFly, I think he's called Tom. And his professional dancer who's called Amy, they've tested positive for COVID. And...
So what happens when they don't dance? Do they not included, or do they just? I don't know.
They're taking a week off because I guess you have to isolate for 10 days, so they get a free pass for a weekend.
Again, it's like school. Got a letter from the mam.
Got a letter from the mam. They can keep off.
No PE this week.
And I think Nancy, who is one of the new dancers, partnered with the young lad from CBBC. She also had COVID, so they only had 1 day to practice, but no one mentioned it. It was kind of kept hush hush. Marcia is only watching Strictly because of us guys.
I thought Marcia would like that.
I don't think she's a fan. She doesn't like goody BBC.
Karen Mackey's asking, are we enjoying Anton as a new judge, replacement judge? Yeah. I mean,
we have a love-hate relationship with Anton.
He sort of looks like he wants to be everybody's friend at the moment.
Jason Darcy loves Anton as a judge. What do I think about Anton? He's a bit Len. He's a bit like Len. He's kind of... It makes sense that he's going to join as a judge because he kind of fits Len's role. We're going to let Peggy out because she's whimpering at the door. So we're going to let Peggy out. Whilst we sort that out, let's find out what some of our friends thought of this week's Strictly. And you see, then you just enter their sort code and press return.
And it goes into my account.
It goes straight into your account.
They won't miss a few quid, will they?
No, they've got a lot of money, these lot. Oh dear me, look at us tucked up under our winter blanket.
Yeah.
Reminds me of when we were doing the Mikado.
Oh, yeah, it was freezing, wasn't it?
It was, wasn't it, in our little digs?
Little dig like an icebox.
Oh, I see, you got French fancies in.
Oh yes, only the best for when you pop round.
Special occasion, was it?
No, just for you, popping round, talking about Strictly. I want to talk to you about Saturday night. What did you do?
Oh, well, for once, I stayed in early to watch the Strictly show.
Oh, did you like it?
Yeah, that was really great. Oh, God.
Who watched it? Just you?
Well, I was going to watch it with my bloke, but the only baller he knows about is loose underpants.
Yeah. Do you know what? I love it when Strictly's back on the box. It's good old Saturday night
Good 2 hours.
entertainment,
Good 2 hours of entertainment.
Was it only 2 hours? It felt like 4 or 5.
Well, it does go on a bit, doesn't it?
A lot of people to get through.
A lot of people to get through, yeah.
Did you find it over long?
Oh, yeah, it's got 2 hours on, didn't I?
It was. Well, it gets shorter as they get whittled down, and then suddenly they start having to do 2 dances, and it gets longer again.
Yeah.
Oh, and what did you think? Did you like it?
Oh, I had to be tranquilised.
Because of all the fellas?
Oh, all them arses and biceps and crotches. Oh.
There's a lot of gyration going on, isn't there?
I know, right in your face. My mum had to have a cold bath after that.
She's got a point, hasn't she, really?
She has got a point. What have we... So, Rachel Saunders loved your ballroom loose underpants joke. Lynn Bradshaw would love to know what toothpaste you use. What toothpaste do you use?
For my fake teeth.
For those fake gnashes?
Vim.
Jason Darcy, all them arses. So true.
Little tight peachy bottoms.
So, we enjoyed Strictly. Marcy says she thinks the judges were far too generous for the first week. Yeah, I think they were and they weren't. And I think they realised what they were doing. And so suddenly everyone was marking quite low. So there were a lot of 5s and 4s. And then they all just went silly at the end. And suddenly people were getting 8s and 9s. And it's kind of nowhere to go. with that. It's not only Strictly who are dancing for us this year. We have, of course, got some of you guys shaking your stuff. So there we have Alison Davies, who is bopping her little socks off at a Christmas party. Alison, where were you? And who were you with? And what were you doing? And how long ago was that? Is it recent? Is it ages ago?
The dance floor seems a little bit empty, but I hope that you got those people at the back up and joining you.
I hope that light became brighter. Like the light was just a flash.
I think so.
I hope there was a darkened dance floor.
It looks like Christmas because of all the decoration on the wooden panelling.
What song do you think she's bopping away to?
What a feeling.
And look who's just back in the room is Gillian McShane. Talking of Gillian McShane, she too shared with us some little dance pictures.
And who is she dancing with?
There she is now with Anton. Anton looks like Gillian. It looks like you've got one of those cardboard cutouts of Anton there. Because he just, that smile, it just doesn't look like a real person.
Oh, he looks real. He's real, isn't he?
But, of course, then the next photo, you have little Jeanette Munrara, who you told us was very portable, scooped up in your arms.
Is that this week? Was that recently?
No, I don't know. Gillian, when was that? When did you meet those guys? I don't think it was recently, because Anton's a bit greyer than that now.
Oh, that's why I asked, because he looks a bit grey in there in the picture.
Alison says she's always the first on the dance floor, and that picture was about 7 years ago, and it was Moves Like Jagger.
Ah, yeah.
We were obsessed with a certain dancer, or I was. Don't know if Alan was as obsessed with him, but my favourite was Adam Peaty, the swimmer.
I think he's everybody's favourite, isn't he?
Yeah, I thought he was great, and I knew he'd be good. I didn't know he'd be good, but sportsmen and women tend to have that sort of competitive streak where they kind of go for it and learn something new, and get good at it. And he's proving that. You put your mind to it, and he's great.
I suppose being a swimmer, the whole of his body is in good shape, all his muscles are toned.
Well, we knew that would be good, but we had no idea that little peachy bum would be moving so well.
Well, if you think about what he does
around.
When he's in the water, everything moves, doesn't it?
I guess so,
everything's
yeah.
toned and at its best.
Gillian says it was the 8th of August, so not long ago at all, in Ronnie Scott's, and she has more with Sir Anton. I'll send them in. Yeah, Adam seems to be having a ball on the dance floor. He does, Karen, and we're having a ball watching Adam on the dance floor. And he looks great out of outfit, he looks great in outfit, and he looks great in that outfit. I'm not sure whose that is. I think it might have been what AJ was wearing. If not, it was one of the other dancers. But yeah, doesn't he look fab there?
Oh, I like a man who wants to put a dress on, don't you?
I do.
Yeah. No,
I genuinely do. I know we do, but I
it's
like.
a good trait, I think.
Yeah.
Somebody who's not, he's not going to say, "Oh, I'm going to put a dress on."
Yeah, he knows it's fun. He's so comfortable with himself that he's able to do what he's doing, and I think that most probably is what's making him such a great little dancer.
And I bet he did a bit of shimmy in that outfit.
I bet he did do a little bit of shimmy in that outfit. So, guys, who was your favourite? So, someone's favourite was AJ, another over here, Adam, Robert Webb, someone was saying was their favourite. Anyone else? Any other favourites that people have?
Stevie 17ish says, "You're simply divine." I think he means us, I hope. Oh, you might mean the dancers.
Yeah, I hope we're divine, as well as Adam Peaty. Yeah, John Waite has seriously buffed up, says Gillian McShane.
Yeah, he has, hasn't he?
And yeah, we were just talking, Gillian, about him and Johannes together. They are brilliant. And just like a real example to everyone in the world. And it wasn't overly feminine, but it wasn't, it was just...
It was tasteful.
It was tasteful, it was
dark
special.
Suits.
They really matched each other. And I don't understand dance. Alan doesn't understand dance that well. But apparently what they were doing was flipping who was leading and who was following all the time through it.
You?
No.
Which must be a good sign, isn't it?
Which is a great sign, I think. But apparently that's really clever to be able to switch like that. Stevie 17ish says he means
He means,
us
I know, I think
we
he
are
did,
divine.
Yeah, thank you, my darling, thank you.
Let's have a listen to our girls. No, did you have a favourite? Tell me your favourite.
My favourite was that, it was at the Jive
The Dancy Boppy one.
with OJ. The kicky OJ. Called.
AJ Adudu.
Oh, that's the one.
Yes, she was very good, and she's dancing with a new partner. He's not done it before.
Oh, I remember him. He was hot, wasn't he?
He started dancing because of Strictly 19 years ago.
No, is it that long?
I can't believe it's been going on for 19 years. It made me feel ancient.
Oh, I know Esther Ransom was on it.
She was. I think that was season 3.
She's touching her 80s now, isn't she?
So, which of the dancers did you like?
Well, the swimmer.
Oh, the swimmer.
He can half move, can't he?
God, he was worth waiting around 4 hours for, wasn't he?
I wish he worked at my baths.
Oh, now here's...
Now his trousers are so tight, I could read the washing instructions through the cloth.
He normally wears just little budgie smugglers, which I was hoping he was going to wear.
I've done my
dancing.
research. You don't have to talk about it.
But what he was wearing was all right, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Very, very tight trousers round his little peachy bum.
Imagine back then, they were all in like long coats and bow ties and smart trousers, but now it's all tight buttock fitting trousers, open shirts, some with no shirt on at all.
I tell you what, I'm not complaining, darling.
I know. Delicious.
The only downside is he's bloody married.
Oh, he's not, is he?
Yeah.
Oh, we can just hope that the Strictly curse strikes and then he's available for us.
Well, I was the two gentlemen dancing the tango.
2 gentlemen dancing the tango. I never thought I'd see that on Saturday.
Well, you know, originally, the tango was danced by 2 men.
Was it?
Yes, in Buenos Aires, in Argentina.
I-
They used to practice with each other before they danced with their females.
Did we do No No Nanette in Argentina in 82?
Yes, with Annette Newman.
Oh, now they're the 2 men dancing together,
Oh,
aren't they?
God, wasn't it sexy?
He's beefed up since Bake Off, hasn't
Yeah.
he? He's let himself prove and rise.
Oh, he has. I tell you what, you wouldn't go wrong, would you, with a boyfriend like that?
Well,
You
I
could
think,
dance like that and bake.
I think you could go wrong with a boyfriend like that. I'll fill you in later.
Okay.
And I didn't know he was covered in little tattoos.
No, but oh my goodness, I'd love to get up close and have a read of
It
them.
was like a little Dover sailor, wasn't he? Oh, I think I'm going to stay in bed all day.
Well, there we are, some of our little Gigglebox characters.
I noticed that Winge and Blocker are all like spangled up.
I love them being called Winge and Blocker. Oh, I've married a clever man, haven't I?
Yeah, they've all got the glitz on.
They have got their glitz on. It's Strictly. They dress up for Strictly. Hello to Debbie Williams, who's joined us from Adelaide. Wow, Debbie.
South Australia.
Yeah, welcome. It must be like the middle of the night for you, I think. Welcome.
Welcome to GIGGLEBOX.
I don't know if it's like Tuesday or Thursday or Wednesday for you. I worked in Australia and it blew my mind what happens to days as
You
you
lose
go
a
over
day,
there.
don't you, when you fly
Yeah,
away?
yeah, it's mad.
Do you get one back?
You're
Coming
like,
back?
I don't know, you arrive before you leave or something like that. Karen Mackie says she was strangely drawn to Greg Wise, but she's not sure why. I mean, he's
He's an actor, isn't
dishy.
he?
I would say dishy, which is kind of like old-fashioned sort of matinee idol. And he did the whole, Fred Astaire.
Astaire, Kane and the Hat. Yeah.
But what we noticed, and we noticed really early on in the programme, behind Craig, there was a really cocky pink cuff, a pinked cuffed hand that kept doing this and would come into shot and do a little bit of sass and then disappear again, and then it would lean in again. And we were a little bit obsessed with it.
I thought it was Mary Berry at first. I saw a big white hairdo.
So we were obsessed with this woman in pink in the audience. Turned out it was darling Emma Thompson.
Darling Emma with a little pink jacket on.
So yeah, it was nice to see Em pop in.
And their little girl. What's the daughter called?
Gaia Wise. Hello from Anthony Biggs in Nottingham. Oh, he might be saying to Debbie. Good day. He's saying hello to you,
G'day.
Debbie. As is Gillian. Sean says, speaking of dancing, the Nolans are on TV at 9. Sean, don't say that. Everyone will leave. Everyone will flee. And Jason says, I hope they're in the mood. Them Nolans are always in the mood. They'll pop up to anything, wouldn't
They're
they?
a mood for a documentary. Fly on the wall.
I'm trying to think if I've met a Nolan or worked with a Nolan.
No, I don't think we have we?
No, I don't think we've had run-ins with any Nolan. I don't think I'd want to.
I think we'd remember, wouldn't we?
Yeah. I think we'd remember. But we're loving Strictly. We loved seeing Emma's cuff. We loved seeing Emma in the audience. We loved AJ's parents who were sat in front of Emma in their kind of traditional Nigerian wear.
One thing I did feel a bit sorry for was, is it Nadia? That dress with a massive frill.
Oh, yeah.
I thought the frill was really getting in the way. I thought it looked really cumbersome.
Yeah, it wasn't a good dance. And she was a good dance. It wasn't a good dress for that.
Covered in this big massive frill that seemed to go from shoulder to hem. Yeah.
Well, we're going to be hearing about fashion in about 5 minutes from our favourite fashion guru, and I think your favourite fashion guru, Esme from Sewing Bee. She will be popping up. Lovely Debbie in Australia has got our calendar up on the wall. So we've been keeping you going through lockdown, Debbie.
And we're also working on the new one at the
soon,
moment. We're being busy this week designing some new pages for that.
Fingers crossed we're going to get that to the printers in the next week. So then we'll be able to start selling it. Fingers crossed we can...
Get them overseas.
Yeah, get them overseas to you again, Debbie. We should be plenty of time. Amazing legs, Nina. Who knew? Yeah, she had great cracking pins. But talking of cracking pins... I love getting my pins out now that I've got them cork wedges.
My legs like 2 harvest hams.
Oh, Anthony was saying hello to us too, but also saying hello to Debbie in
He's killing 2 birds with 1 stone. Yeah,
he loves our creations. Did we both go to Specsavers? We didn't. We got them online. Not there are prescription, but I really wanted big glasses. And it took me ages to find big frames in this sort of national health style. And
I've got to get big glasses because I've got a massive head.
We have got a couple of questions in and then we're going to go to another video. So Tracy Ann Cannon, where are you guys from? I'm from Liverpool, Tracy Ann.
And I'm from Hull. Kingston upon a Hull.
But we both live in Scarborough now in the UK. Where are you from, Tracy Ann? Let us know. Anyone? That's a name of someone.
Can Esme talk about pucker pies, please? I quite like a pucker pie.
Does she like them when they're piping hot?
Piping hot. Yes, on a parade.
Let me go back to our Strictly pictures and see what we've got coming up. So let's hand over to the Giggle boxes and we'll be right back. I liked all of them really. There was no sort of silly one though, was there? You know, like Widdicombe or the little chubby one from Hairy Bikers.
No, everybody seemed to dance really well.
I want to talk to you about one of the TV presenters that you saw at the weekend.
Oh, yeah.
Now, we've got 2 of them, 2 women. It used to be Bruce, and I loved it when it was Bruce. He'd scuttle on, he'd make an inappropriate comment, and off he'd go. Now we've got this northern girl and this rather befuddled girl.
Oh, she used to get the children's adverts.
Claudia Winkleman.
Yeah.
Eve Pollard's daughter.
Oh, is she really?
She is.
For the keel.
Now, she was very brave on Saturday night. I don't know if you noticed it. She was all in white.
Oh, she was like a little sailor, didn't she?
You wouldn't catch me wearing all white around the BBC.
But I'll tell you what I didn't like was her bell-bottoms.
No, they were trailing on the floor, weren't they?
She couldn't come round our end like that, trailing in cat piss and all that.
What did you think of the judging panel?
Well, and this little bendy on Johnny Toley, Shirley's a bit prickly, wasn't she?
She was. She's not a patch on Len, is she?
In a little plastic box with the screens.
I miss Len, but I tell you what, Len used to get prickly as well, didn't he? So maybe she's trying to take a leaf out of that book.
Perhaps she wants to be sort of like the top dog.
Now, what did you think of Anton de Beek on the judging panel?
Well, he's all right. I prefer the old one, to be honest. The little man with big arms.
Oh yeah, no, I liked him. The little Italian one.
Yeah, he was a laugh.
I bet your mum liked him though, didn't he? Tony Beaky's a bit of a housewife's favourite.
Yeah, he can sing, can't he? Has he brought a CD out?
Oh, he's not, has he?
Yeah, I think our Kyle bought them, hadn't it, for Christmas?
Oh, they're all bringing out CDs, aren't they? Yeah, and back to us too. So we've had a couple of little comments in. Someone says Hull. So Lynn Bradshaw says Hull is the capital of culture.
Yeah, it was. It was for a year.
I think Liverpool was as well for
Yeah,
a while.
yeah.
So we're very cultural boys.
The trouble was, all the culture was there after I left. While I was there wasn't much, really.
We've got Gillian McShane has said that spangly red number that I wore up the ginnel in keeping up appearances. Twit twoo, Jamie, you hussy. Honestly, that's danger. We don't really know the people who live behind us, so I did have to creep. There's a rather raucous house back there, so I had to hide from them.
Oh, okay. Steve Davies says, "Hi, I love the videos. The bike scene on Murder She Wrote was the funniest. The other day, I nearly died. Yeah. I'll never forget that."
So Scott, Stephen, and the lovely Barbara the Labrador.
Oh, what a lovely name for a Labrador.
Come
on, Babs.
I persuaded Helen to ride my bike around Scarborough Cemetery for that. This was the first day that we were allowed out last year after the first lockdown when Boris sort of opened the doors. And Alan's not been on a bike for years, and I think the concept of the brakes didn't work for him.
It's strange, isn't it, Jamie? You put me on your bike with dodgy brakes, and we film in a graveyard. After you've contacted their local insurance company about life policy.
Came whizzing down. The outtakes for that, there's swearing and stuff in the outtakes.
The day I nearly died.
Cole Taylor says Eve Pollard used to pop up
Eve Pollard.
looking out of place on 80s game shows like You Bet and The Pyramid Game.
Is it Alan Bennett's house?
We want to talk Claudia. We love Claudia. We're slightly obsessed with Claudia. We listen to her on the radio, adore her, but she is just batshit crazy, which is why we most probably like her.
I would imagine Tess has like reams and reams of paper with like a notes for the evening. And I bet Claudia's just got like a blank pad.
Some drawings, most probably. Of
drink water. Talk.
But we were both very concerned about her, the hem of her trousers.
Yeah.
Well,
it's a trip hazard, isn't it?
We're going to say hello to people in Sherwood. So a big hello to Adam, Michael, and the delectable Fuzz, which is their cat, in Sherwood. So hello, guys, and Puss.
Puss the Fuzz.
He plays the organ at the spa.
Oh, Fuzz.
I didn't see the first comment. I thought you meant their cat. We haven't met Howard Beaumont, but I know who you mean. I know the organ when it's played in the summer. We haven't, unfortunately. Did we watch Strictly 3? We did watch Strictly 3. And we've talked about the judges. Has Anton bought a CD out? Gillian, you'll know this. Gillian McShane. Has Anton de Beck bought out a CD? I know he's written books. Has he bought out a CD?
He brought something out. It's for Mums at
We've
Christmas.
got lots of...
we've got Mark Millate88 from Tampa, Florida.
In here. Hi. And Scott
Hi
McKay,
there.
the next, just above, 2 above.
Oh, did he?
Scott Davenport Mackey's got Minnie the Pug and B the Cat. And B the Cat is named after B. Arthur.
Oh. There's a clip somewhere on the internet of a cat that does a B. Arthur impression.
It does. It's amazing.
It throws shade at this other cat. It's amazing, and we've lost it. We don't know
We've
where
tried
it
to
is.
find it. This cat sort of turns and does that Dorothy look. We'd love to find it. Yes, the Anton de Beck's album is called From the Top, 2017. Gillian knows a lot about Sir Anton. I wonder if she's got a signed copy of that CD. And Alan's little Claudia impression made Scott McKay just do a little wee.
Well, this one or the one that we filmed?
Yeah, because Claudia's popped up in some of our sketches.
I like doing Claudia. Oh, is it? Yes. Yes. Water, drink. Yeah. Come on, let's get towns. Yes.
You had no idea you could do it either, did
No,
you?
it's just as soon as you put the fake tan on and the fringe comes down and it works.
Alan's good at impressions. You'll notice I don't talk much on the sketches.
James good at
I don't
Alan
think I'm
Bennett.
good at them. Andrew Major, hi guys, just discovered your channel. Amazing, we're hooked so far. Your Claudia is fantastic. It's great. Ab Fab, we're going to do an Ab Fab one, Jean-Pierre from South Africa. We'd love to do an Ab Fab sketch. I think if we did it, I'd be Patsy, probably, and Alan would be Adina.
I don't think, I'm not sure.
I think that would work, wouldn't it? I've got the legs.
I've got
Patsy Stone.
I've got some nice big teeth by there.
Yeah, but I think you'd have to be Adina.
Why have you got to get your legs out for Patsy Stone?
Why haven't I got to get my legs out? I'll get them out for anyone.
Well, you could be both, and I can play June Whitfield.
You'll still be June Whitfield. We're going to hand over now to our fashion guru, who a lot of you will recognise from The Sewing Bee. So let's go over and find out what's been tickling Esme's fancy this week.
Hello, my name is Claudia Winklepicker, and I'd love to come back to the Sewing Bee. Did I fool you? It's actually me, Esme. Did I fool you, Patrick? Yes. Well, it's been a great week for fashion this week. I was very pleased to see Robert Webb wear that wonderful red and gold outfit, if I can call it that. It was like a hybrid between an ABBA costume and a jumpsuit worn by a Moscow State Circus performer. Actually, it brought back many memories when I used to ballroom prance with my good pal Bobby Bostock back in 1976. Well, we thought Prue's necklace was a bit of an improvement this week. Didn't we, Patrick? Yeah. We'd have the backdrop of her blouse, which was like aqua, lemon and blue. But the necklace this week was made up of Admiral Blue perspex. And there was rings, links and geometrical shapes. But I thought, well, it was biscuit week. You know, could have made a bit of a more of an effort. It was like a party ring, Patrick. Did you watch RuPaul's Drag Race? Oh, what a plethora of bustles, bows and bodices. My favourite outfit this week has to be Theresa May's 1980s power suit with ruffle hem. Making art in a costume always is a powerful statement. I thought it was absolutely fabulous. Fabulosa. Wasn't it, Patrick? Patrick wasn't keen. So join me next week, in the style of my maid Claudia, keep from puckering.
So there we have fashion fails and fabulous fashions from Esme from The Sewing Bee. Whilst that has been playing, we have had some messages through asking where Divinity has been. And more Divinity needed.
Oh, she'll be coming back, yeah.
She will be coming back, and she's going to be in the calendar. She's got a whole month in the calendar.
She won't be naked or anything.
No, she's not doing a calendar, girls. But yeah, she's been on a sort of ghost retreat, hasn't she?
Yes, she's been looking at some. Well, like a bit like Most Haunted, really, isn't it?
Yeah. So we
along that vein.
We'd love to take Divinity to the Grand Hotel Scarborough and do some ghost hunting with her.
That's a plan.
What have we got going on over in YouTube world?
We've got Andreas Ubenhorst from Germany. He's popped into the room. He says, "Could we do a spoof of the Famous Five?"
We've actually done it. We've done a photograph of the Famous Five, Andreas. So earlier on in our kind of isolation creations, it was mainly a photography project. And we did do a photograph with us as all five of the Famous Five, including Peggy, who was Timmy the dog.
One of the five, yeah.
She was Timmy the dog. He's one of the five.
Yeah.
And then I loved Beautiful People. Great program with Simon. Who's the guy from Making It? Simon, the little judge. Can't remember his name. Making It, the little English
Does
judge.
anybody watch Making It? It's so fabulous.
He's a window dresser from England
Yes,
who
famous
became
window
famous and
I make a lot of art in the windows.
lots of questions coming in. Has Esme ever visited? You can't say it.
Puckle Church. I've been to Puckering. And he says twinned with Pringy. What's Pringy? What's
Must be
Pringy?
Pringy. Well, it must be a place that Puckle-church is twinned with.
Pringy.
Marcia Maudsley has moved over to YouTube and she says she completely agree with the fabulous Esme about... Tell us what you agree with, Marcia. Is it which bit of...
The outfits, the art outfit or the necklace?
So yeah, Esme was talking about Bake Off, and of course we want to talk about Bake Off as well because a great show, we love it. Did you watch it? Did you watch it last night? Because spoilers are coming soon. This is one of my that way. That's one of my favourite of the bakers. Now it might be because I'm from Liverpool, so I've got a soft spot for her, Lizzie. So this was a little moment when Matt said, were you practicing in the tent yesterday? And she goes, I showed up to the practice tent and I put on a film.
About a wizard.
About a wizard. He said, so you didn't do any baking.
She obviously couldn't say it, could she?
No, we just watched Harry Potter.
I thought she meant Wizard of Oz.
Yeah, I wondered what she meant. Yeah, I love it. I love her. I love her sort of attitude. She's just having a laugh. Andrew Valentine wants to know if we've done a lower low. We have done a lower low. If you hang around for the after party tonight, Andrew, we'll try and fish it out and play it for you.
Oh,
Karen Mackey says Esme is a bit of a Jackie Weaver lookalike. Similar wig.
You do not have the authority.
Jackie Weaver's brought a book out called You Do Have the Authority.
Jean-Pierre Bother is saying good night, and he can't wait to say good night, my love.
Night.
Thank
Good
you.
night. Thank you for popping in. Have we done any of the Carry On films? We've done a photograph of Carry On Again Doctor with me in the little red heart bikini. We'll show it you. If you hang around for the after party, I'll bring it up.
But we are planning a Carry On video down pipeline.
Yeah, we'd love to do some.
Of various characters over the years.
Marcia said she agrees with Esme about the outfit, Charitza May's outfit from Drag Race. We're going to talk about Drag Race in a moment.
It's just a rusk.
Yeah, let's talk.
Chillian, it's just a rusk.
Let's talk Bake Off. What did you think? James Ward says this year's bunch are a really, really nice lot. I agree.
Yeah.
I'm kind of invested in all of them.
I think because they're bubbling together, are they?
Yeah, they're.
I think there's a nice little sort of family. I think there's a family feel, isn't there?
Yeah, there is. And there was that last year as well. They had that same sort of really nice, warm camaraderie amongst them.
They must really sort of take over a B&B somewhere and live there.
Yeah, I think so.
Happy family.
I think they take over a big stately home. Everyone's there. The crew are there. The contestants are there. The judges are there. Matt and Noel are there. I think the judges try and keep themselves a bit separately. I don't know about Matt and Noel. I would imagine Matt goes and chats to everyone.
Yeah.
Noel is on another planet, so
he's on a great planet.
Noel.
I'd love to take trips to his planet.
I would. I love.
It's very funny.
Love Noel Fielding.
We
made us laugh.
We were discussing the fact that they, Matt and Noel must get so bored while everybody's like baking and the judges go off and do their thing that they're just like, I just want to have a laugh. I want to just be silly. I want to. And they try to be fun with some of the contestants, and some of them play along, but some of them like, I'm busy, just go away.
Some of them get it, don't they? Like Lizzie gets them, and she laughs and plays along. Christelle, I don't think gets their jokes, and there's a little bit in her head at times.
Yeah.
So didn't join in. But what did you think of last night's? They were making brandy snaps. They were making jammy dodgers, which they didn't call jammy dodgers. They called them traditional jam sandwich biscuits. And what did they make at the end? Oh, they made games, toys out of biscuits, which was a bit weird.
What's annoying me is it happens every year. Is that they're in there making things, and then there's a heat wave, and then unfortunately things start falling apart. And I think it's a bit unfair, isn't it?
Yeah, it is a bit unfair, and it's because they're doing it in a blooming tent.
It's like having a hairdressing competition on a windy day.
Yeah,
it's not their fault. It's sort of either put some more like air conditioning into the tent or let them bake in a.
Just move into the professionals. Bake Off the Professionals does it in like some huge, vast kitchen.
Yeah, with
warehouse
chillers and not like an old-fashioned smeg fridge in the corner.
They all have to fight over the shelves, don't they? Because they don't share the.
Yeah.
They don't have a fridge of their own. They have to share it. Let's hand over to our Giggle boxers and see what they thought of this week's Bake Off. Write any comments in the comments there. What you thought of Bake Off. Who's your favourite baker? What was your favourite bake? Let's hand over to the Giggle boxers. So, biscuit week.
Biscuits. Yes. Yeah, biscuit week.
Did you ever bake your own biscuits?
No, I don't know. Fiddle faddle.
It was biscuit week. Do you like biscuits?
Yeah. I don't like hard biscuits because of my teeth. I prefer more like a soggy biscuit.
You like having a soggy biscuit?
Yeah. Dipped in tea.
Yeah.
I quite like a big snappy ginger nut.
Do you?
Yeah.
I bet you do. When was the last time you had a ginger nut?
Well, I had 2 nuts back in 2007.
2007.
Yeah, it's been a long time.
I'm quite partial to a chocolate finger.
Yeah, I heard that.
So what I liked was that they started this week with brandy snaps, which, as you very well know, is my little performing name. You know, when I used to do that act where I did the splits and, doubled myself over.
Yeah, you're good at that, weren't you?
Yeah, brandy snaps. I used to perform around the clubs.
She's very good. So who's your favourite baker this week then?
Oh, do you know, my heart belongs just to one person. Dear Maggie.
Oh, Maggie.
Oh, she's a trooper.
I loved the toy, did you?
Oh,
I thought it was brilliant. Dragging that little bean on a bit of string across the icing.
well, it did look a little bit like a little bean, as you put it, and made it. I don't know how much, my grandchildren would want to play with a gingerbread surfboarder.
Yeah.
But, well done, Maggie. It was upsetting to see her in tears. She's normally such a bright spirit. So I liked that. I liked that they made brandy snaps. Some of them made them a bit,
Well, some of them cheated, didn't they? Made baskets.
Yeah, that's not a brandy snap, is
No,
it?
it's a brandy basket snap.
Jürgen, for me, was the best baker, I thought.
Well, yes,
Making a gingerbread windmill that you moved round.
Wonderful baker. There wasn't much fun or fancy to it, though, was there?
No, but I'm not sure how many children would get much pleasure out of playing with the windmill.
So is a windmill a toy?
I don't think it's more of a garden ornament, isn't it?
Yeah. Now, who was your favourite this week?
Who do you think?
Oh, Chigs.
Oh, that little snooker table. I tell you what, I'm a gold member at our local snooker club.
You are?
Yeah, I've potted a lot of balls in my time.
Have you?
Yeah. I've heard you've had a odd game of billiards and all.
Well,
There's been a few pink potted.
quite good at potting the pink.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
Mum was there. Is it Freya?
What, the little girl?
Oh, yeah. Did you see that gingerbread horse?
I did see that gingerbread horse.
Yeah.
Now tell me, she was making a brandy snap, but it wasn't brandy snap. She was using a coffee, but it was one of these fancy names people give coffees nowadays. What did she say?
Cappuccino.
Cappuccino.
Yeah.
Is that foreign?
No, cappuccino.
I don't know.
Have you never had a cappuccino?
No, I just like my coffee as it comes, from a jar, hot water, milk and popping a sugar.
Black and strong like your men.
They were making toys out of biscuits. What would you make?
Oh, I know. Do you know what? I gave this some thought, and I think it would take a bit of time and a bit of effort, but I'd most probably make Twister.
Well, we didn't have toys. I had a pile of dirty plates in a sink.
I bet for you a biscuit was a toy.
We never had biscuits, we had rusks.
What about you?
Well, I think I'd have made Connect 4.
Out of biscuits?
I'd have made the frame out of biscuits, and you know those Viscount?
Yeah.
The green and orange ones? I'd have just used them as little discs.
What, just bought a packet?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, fair dues. I think if it was for me and I was doing this, do you know what? I'd just pop to the shop and buy them some Ludo or Monopoly, pop that out and just give them a couple of biscuits to enjoy when they play it.
Yeah, they did a couple of board games, didn't they?
They did do some bird games.
Yeah.
But for me, it's just a lot of nonsense. I don't want my biscuits manhandled and stuck together. I just want them on a tray.
Done it again every week. Give me.
Sorry. It's my fault. Yeah, I hope you're enjoying little visits to the Giggleboxes. Let us know if you want more of them or less of them. Let us know if you want more of us. We want to make this show, this like Wednesday evening gig, as much about you guys as it is about us. So what you want is what you're going to get. So let us know. Sorry about the sound. That's my fault.
I was saying, Andrew Valentine said he thinks Meg Mortimer and Amy Turtle, we could do them. We've done them.
Andrew, stay around for the after party. So we'll hang out for about 15 minutes at the end. I'll find some videos and play you what we've done. Really sorry about the sound, everyone.
It does it every week. I'm going to sellotape your hand to that button.
Put him in charge of the buttons. That's the answer. Gigglebox is hilarious. People are liking them. Good. Yeah, Bake Off. It's a strange week, Bake Off, when they do Biscuit Week. Because, like, who wants to make toys out of biscuits? I've never heard of it before.
I mean, at Christmas you do a gingerbread house, but that's it, don't you?
Yeah, and it's not about... gingerbread house, I understood, and then make these wonderful gingerbread structures. But biscuits, gingerbread toys... doesn't do it for me, and it becomes more about engineering than it does about baking.
Yeah.
So yeah, we had Maggie with her surfboard. Not a great game, I don't think, and I think we have to discuss that.
Look, I mean, the compared both of them, but she was warned, wasn't she, Amanda? Is it Amanda?
Yeah.
She was warned that the sugar biscuit recipe may be too soft or fragile for what she wanted to build, whereas the gingerbread seemed to withstand it.
It's vegan gingerbread for you. Vegan gingerbread, it's strong stuff. But that's what I mean. It actually doesn't taste as nice as the biscuits taste. That hard, thick gingerbread.
But it all comes down to science, really, doesn't it? Like the weight of the horse on the stand was just too heavy, or it was too brittle, or just too fragile.
Yeah, and I think you are right. It comes down to science, which is why...
he won again.
Our lovely little Jürgen the German won again. We adore him. We love him. I just think he's so adorable.
And I love the fact that he dressed as a lump of pastry.
When he got a handshake from Matt Lucas, and Matt Lucas said, it doesn't matter, it doesn't mean anything.
And he said, it does to me.
It means an awful lot to me. Oh, he just broke my heart. And then when we thought his family weren't going to answer the phone again at the end.
And did you see the little thing he invented? Just to hold his windmill, what do they call them, sail.
Yeah, just to hold it in place while he built it.
While he could drive. While
he
decorated
sanded his gingerbread down.
Yeah, he sanded it.
But yeah, I mean, that's stunning. Stunning bake. Wonderful guy. He's like very eccentric, but I love it. I like eccentric people.
And he won the Jammy Dodgy round as well, didn't he?
Yeah, I think he did. I think he won all of those rounds. Yeah, gosh, that's a big one, says Scott Davenport Mackey. Indeed, and we were glimpsed a little look at the young Jürgen. We were all about chicks last week. I think we're all about Jürgen this week. Look at him, little moody student taking his little photos. It's mostly a little gingerbread windmill. But yeah, doesn't he look dishy? Someone said he reminds them of Winnie the Pooh.
Yeah, it does.
And I think once you've seen it, you can't unsee it.
I mean, if he does actually win the whole programme, I'm not sure Jürgen's own cookery show would work, would it?
No, I don't think you'd get a cookery show.
Hello, welcome to this week's show.
But lovely little Raoul didn't get a cookery show, did he?
No.
we're very fond of Jurgen, both young Jurgen and old Jurgen. Scott Davenport Mackey's going. He's logging off. He's got a busy day tomorrow. It is just gone 9 o'clock, so good night. Goodness me, says Andrew Valentine about young Jurgen. Pretty boy Jurgen, says Ariadne Jones. Tracy Ann Cannon is loving the Gigglebox. The final thing we wanted to talk about on the Gigglebox, just before we sign off and go to the after party. We've got one more thing. Look at this. I forgot about this. We got sent in. We asked for your bakes, for you to send us in pictures of your bakes. These are the gorgeous Ian Allardyce's bakes. So he's in the room. I hope he's still here. He sent these in. He used to be a baker.
You can tell, lovely buns.
Yeah, I think are they scones?
Are they smell like griddle cakes? Am I right there? No, Welsh cakes?
Scones and scones.
Oh, they
pancakes.
scones. Oh, okay.
And I'm not sure what the
Pancakes?
little... It's got meringue on top of it. I guess they're maybe little mini lemon meringues.
Bakewells? Bakewell tarts?
He says yip.
Yip.
He's saying
Yeah,
yip. I
yeah.
made them.
Yeah.
Yeah, they look lovely. So if 20 years he spent as a baker. Guys, if you have a baking triumph or a baking disaster that you want to share with us, send it in and we can bring it up on the screen here. And again, if you've got pictures of yourself dancing, ideally we want to see like cheesy 1980s dance outfits. So fish through your old archives, find those embarrassing pictures of when you were going out clubbing.
Or a video if you have it.
Video if you have it, and we'll put it up on the screen. I'm a very lucky boy because I also live with a baker.
You did something about this.
Alan makes me a birthday cake every year.
I do, yeah.
And there are a couple of my birthday cakes.
Now, the one with the sort of brown gunge on it, that's actually Paul Hollywood's recipe for carrot cake. And the one with little Peggy on it, that was I don't know what kind of cake that was.
I'm not sure, but it had Peggy on it.
Yeah, I got it printed on the icing.
I would think it was a red velvet cake because I was a little bit obsessed with red velvet cakes for a while.
And we put little Peggy's little face on it.
Debbie Williams says that she loves a fresh tart, and Jason Darcy says, "Don't we all, dear?
We all love a cream pie.
We all love a tart.
We all love a cream eclair.
But yeah, Alan makes me a lovely little birthday cake every year. Look at me pretending that I'm closer to 40 than I am, popping that one up. That's a few years old.
You made me a lovely cake as well, didn't you?
Did I make you a nice cake?
Yeah, you made me sort of a nice sort of cardamom flavour.
Oh yeah, I do. I make a nice tray bake, a cardamom
Yeah,
tray
it's lovely.
bake with toasted coconut. I really like Indian cooking and Indian food and Indian spices. So I like incorporating spices in my bakes.
You like cheddar, don't you?
I like Chetna. We used to live near Chetna
In
from the
Broadstairs.
Great British Bake Off.
And we've got our kukri books.
But yeah, I love making curry, and then if I make cakes, they tend to be like the spicier kind of carrot cakey or...
The thing is, though, I've
bakes.
done lots of different baking disasters, but you sort of don't take photos of it, really, do you? Because you're so ashamed of it.
Yeah, baking disaster. That's why we want to see them. So take a photo next time you try it and send it in. We would love to see them and share them on here and have a little laugh about them. Drag Race. I don't know if anyone's watching it. BBC Three. I have been obsessed with Drag Race since 2009?
Yeah.
2008, when I was in a musical in the West End. So I was getting home at about 11 o'clock at night, and this new show was on E4 about drag queens, and it was like a race to be the best drag queen. It was around the time that The Apprentice was big, and I said to Alan, there's this amazing show on with all these drag queens competing to be the best drag queen.
And I was like, no, it'll never catch on. It won't catch on.
And at the end, they have to lip sync for their life. It's amazing. It's camp. It's funny. Anyway, it's still going now. Maybe it's
Going
jumping
on.
the shark a little bit. It's kind of...
Everywhere.
There's so much. But we love it. Andrew Valentine loves Drag Race. Jason Darcy is Team Kitty. But we're going to talk about Drag Race. Type in if you're watching it. Type in if you have a favourite. We're going to talk to it after we've heard from the Giggleboxers. Oh, BBC Three, I don't want to watch that. That's all ethnic and young.
Our Kaylee comes round and she says, "Hey Nana, can I put BBC Three on?" And I said, "What, is that a radio channel?"
So anyway, she says, come and look at this, Nana. And it's called something called Rude Poles Drag Yourself Up Race.
Oh, you don't need to talk to me about RuPaul's Drag Race. I've seen it.
Oh, have you?
There's something very funny about men dressing up as women, isn't there?
Yeah, maybe you pull it off. Good on you.
I know. How many drag superstars have there been this year?
About 38.
I think so.
You know all those pretty women that you saw on it?
Yeah.
Each one of them is a man.
No. Get away with yourself.
They're men. Drag comes from the old Shakespearean, dressed as a girl.
So anyway, this is a new series of the UK one, which unfortunately means that delightful Lawrence Chaney has only been drag superstar for about
4 minutes?
4 minutes, I think.
Otherwise, the winner, you only get about £250,000.
Not here in the UK.
We get a small polished badge.
Now, there's one in this lineup of... Do you call them queens?
Drag queens, aren't they?
Drag queens. There's one in the lineup who's not a woman.
Yes, did you spot her?
No.
She's got real tits.
Oh, you've got a lady queen, haven't we?
Well, that's interesting, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, I thought she was brilliant. I thought she looked like a drag queen. She looked like a woman as a man dressed as a woman. Do you know what I mean?
No.
A bit like me Auntie Mary.
Oh, yeah, I know exactly
One
what
doesn't
you
shave
mean.
her legs.
They call her a fab drag queen.
Oh, is that what they call? What's
Yes,
it
fab.
stand for?
A fab drag queen. A assigned female at birth.
Which leads me on to tell you something which you might not have realised.
No.
Now, there was a drag queen on there called Victoria Scone.
Oh, yeah, like yours.
Did you notice her?
Yeah.
What I want to tell you about her is she is not a man.
What is she then?
Well, she's a woman.
Oh.
She's a woman pretending to be a man, pretending to be a woman.
Oh, like when your husband wanted to dress up as a woman, but he also... Oh.
Sorry, what?
No, nothing.
A lot of them put a lot of makeup on though, don't they?
Oh, they slap it on.
Slap it on, all different
Rainbow
colours.
colours on their eyes.
Honestly, I think a lot of them look cheap.
A lot of them are like prostitutes.
Well, that's that in a nutshell, isn't it?
That's Drag Race in a nutshell. We've got a lot of comments on Drag Race coming through. I want to address a couple of comments that I missed earlier on. Sue Neal asked if Peggy kind of gets confused with our different guises.
She gets a little bit agitated when I put on voices. I'm okay with the outfit, but if I do a strange voice, she gets concerned, doesn't she?
Yeah, she doesn't really like the camera, Sue. So if I get the camera out, she doesn't like it. She doesn't like it looking at her. She won't sit for a photo or anything like that. So she just runs off when we're doing it, and then she runs down to find us when we're done. But yeah, if he's doing a voice, she starts barking.
And Sue said she's a bit upset because her Rab doesn't give her a cake on her birthday, but he did build her a cottage.
Yeah.
That's love, isn't it?
Sue's fella Rab is very handy, and he's built her a cottage up in the Highlands, I think they're up.
Is it made out of gingerbread, Sue?
Yeah. Drag Race. Let's move on to Drag Race. Ellen Meadows loves Drag Race, been watching it for years. Marcia Maudsley says, unfortunately, her second favourite left the show, so was booted out this week.
Oh.
But her main favourite is the woman, Victoria Scone. Victoria Scone, I think it's like a play on Victoria's Gone.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, I think so. She loves it. Andrew Major says he would love to see our take on Jade and Alyssa Edwards' back rolls moment. Andrew Major, we've done it. We've been there. We recreated it. Hang out, and I'll play you it. I'll play these after this kind of program when we do an after party. Jason Darcy says he doesn't watch the USA version, loves the UK version of Drag Race, but he said he always seems to think that Rue's favourite wins through, and I would agree.
I agree with you. But that could be the public then sort of siding with Rue, couldn't it?
Well, I don't know.
But
Because
did
I
the
think
public actually have a vote? I mean,
for those of you who don't watch it, this will sound like I'm talking absolute gibberish. But last year, the public wanted Bimini Bon Boulash to win. I really think the public were behind Bimini Bon Boulash. Didn't want Lawrence Chaney to win. He was a worthy winner. He was a good winner.
Worthy winner.
But I think We wanted Bimini to win. Well, yeah, the British one is great, isn't it? It's so funny because it's full of our sort of catchphrases and stuff.
But it's so funny because the ones that are abroad, like America and Australia, they win like £250,000, and these poor English drag queens get a badge.
They'd sometimes do an episode where like their mums come in and they have to make them over, and someone compared the UK and US one and said on the US one, it's things like, "Mom, I'm so glad you're here to share this experience with me. It means so much that we're able to do this together." The UK one was Bag of Chips going, "Have you shaved your minge?"
Oh, I like Bag of Chips and the video.
We loved Bag of Chips. So what a good series that first series was. In fact, the second series was brilliant as well.
Oh, yeah.
So fingers crossed this series is going to be great. Let's talk about who our favourites are. So I'm going to bring them up. So we've got Veronica Green, who is back for a second series.
I loved River Medway.
Yeah, funny.
I thought River Medway was such a great surprise when he came out as that Medway statue with a cone on his head.
Just quick and funny and
So
really
funny.
British as well to do a statue with a cone on your head.
And as RuPaul said, he said, "I've got no idea what you're doing, but you're funny." He was owning it, wasn't he? He was owning it. He was like, not many people can get this gag, but if I just keep doing the pointing thing in different directions, it'll eventually become an act. I thought it was brilliant.
I thought it was brilliant. We've got Veronica Green, who is back for a second series because she caught COVID the first time round, so had to withdraw from the series.
Yeah.
I really feel for her because she's coming back after having spent loads of money on making a whole set of costumes for the first series. Now she's back, maybe having to invest more money when no drag queen has been performing because every nightclub has been shut down.
Yeah.
So actually has mostly not got any money. So I think the expectations are high, but I think she's just not going to have the drag to kind of run through.
I think she's creative. I think she'll find it from somewhere.
We've got some of them just obviously have money. Like on the bottom row in the middle, we've got, what's he called? Crystal Versace. Very young. Obviously has kind of a daddy with money. And I mean daddy in either sense of the word. Because his outfits are amazing and he's had all this plastic surgery to look kind of like a beautiful creation. But for me, drag is rough and funny and political and crazy and kooky, and that's kind of why I like the girl, because for her it's a performance. It's not female illusion because she's a female. It's like a heightened political character.
If you think about
playing with people's minds.
Think about the previous drag queens, like from other series, like Bag of Chips, she was skint, you could tell, but I mean her act is her comedy, and that's
she went quite far, didn't she?
And you know, we learnt that behind the scenes, people were actually lending her things, like lending her the Margaret Thatcher wig or lending her an outfit. So she wasn't relying on like posh outfits, was she?
But last year RuPaul said, "I don't want to see no effing H&M. This is the biggest drags platform on the world. Pay some money." Kitty. So Kitty is top middle. She's kind of the chubbier queen. She's not plus size at all, but
she did the ABBA,
kind of
didn't
that
she?
role.
She did the ABBA outfit.
Yeah, and it seems like a really good laugh, good fun, good-hearted.
Yeah. I quite like the sort of the one that was sort of into the masks and to sort of the horror.
Crazy one. Yeah, I did, but I didn't like. He had a bit of a hissy fit at the end, didn't he?
Yeah, he's got a
because he
different
wasn't
take
in
on
the top.
No, I'm saying I like his take on.
I like his style, and I think he's like a performance artist, so he's kind of famous and does fashion shoots and things like that.
Yeah.
Who we both really liked was Choriza May.
Yeah, from Newcastle. From
Newcastle via Barcelona. I just really liked his vibe. I liked how funny he was. We loved his drag, just like Esme, the creations he came in with. He had a wig that was shaped like the sort of Spanish bullhorns on the way in, and then this painted outfit,
which he did himself.
He painted himself. And he kind of broke down because he said, "I'm on my own in a foreign country, and being around these drag queens has been the first time I've kind of been with people for a year." And we forget that because we've got each other, but we forget that there's loads of people during lockdown who've been on their own, and we can only imagine kind of how tough it has been. So for us, there is no reward greater than knowing that we've kind of brought some laughs to people's lives this past year. Doing what we've done. We've loved doing it and we want to keep it going. We want to keep the Isolation Creations going.
And if any of you are interested in applying for RuPaul's Drag Race UK Series 4, a couple of tips for you. Learn to sew.
Yeah.
And make sure you've got a really good personality to take on during the Snatch game.
Oh, yeah.
No housewife of Wales or somebody who nobody's heard of. Do a really good character.
We were laughing because some of them were, when they come in, they plan these wonderful lines to come in with, and some of them have so little personality, don't they? And come in and say, "You think I'm beautiful?
Well, take a look at this. Meow.
Just so weak.
You better watch out, bitches."
Teresa May came in, and I think it was my favourite line. Now, I think, if I get it right, she said, "Don't hate me because I'm beautiful. Hate me because I'm an immigrant."
Yeah.
Loved it. We have enjoyed spending an hour and 15 with you in the Gigglebox. Thank you to everyone. Thank you for all your comments. Jason says Teresa May is the best drag name I've heard in years.
It's very, very, very good.
We were playing around with our drag names. We're still struggling with them, what they're going to be. We will try and come up with some for next week. So let us know in the comments if you want more of the Gigglebox and we can come back. Let us know what you want it to turn into, if you want it to change in any way, and we'll try and do that.
And if you have an idea that you want us to talk about, send us a message in the week and we can add it on our list and include it next week prior to the chats coming in.
But it's been really lovely hanging out with everyone tonight, so thank you all. I'm not going to name all your names because I'll go crazy and my head will hurt. But we are going to hang out because we've got a little bit more alcohol to drink. So we're going to hang out and have a bit of an after party. But for now, thank you for being at the Gigglebox. I'm going to play the theme
Outro
again and hang out if you want to hang out with us. But if not, we understand and we will see you again.
See you next week.
The beautiful Peggy has joined us. She's on the bed there. She's having a
She's on
little
her shades.
So yeah, anyone who hangs out for the after party, we'll see you in about a minute.
I must give the British people a very simple instruction. You must stay at home.
Using a satin fabric creates puckering.
Honey, let this cookie crumble.